Hey guys, it's Maymay and it's time for Christmas Tour 2018. Before we get started, here's all of my disclaimers. Number one, I can't do anything about that shining there. That's just my ceiling fan shining in my TV, so that's going to happen. And secondly, I live here, so my house is not spotless. As a matter of fact, I'm bringing you in right after Thanksgiving, and I really need to vacuum and dust and sweep because we had about 30 people here for Thanksgiving, and I've not done any of that since. So, you know what? I love y'all, your family. You get to come in just like the rest of the family does, so you'll get to see it the same way. Okay, so this is my fireplace. I love how the fireplace turned out. Here's my Christmas tree this year, and we'll kind of talk about that in a second. And I'm just going to do kind of a little spin around and kind of show you the room. Here's my staircase and staircase garland. And I have to show you those candles. They're my new favorite. You'll love those. And then the kitchen, which I did very, very little in this year. And there's the dining room. We're going to go to every surface and I'm going to talk to you about them and tell you where things came from and stuff. You'll notice this year I did very little decorating. However, I did get some new things. I've had some things for a really long time that I wanted to replace. So I did, and I'll tell you all about it. So let's start at the tree. So this is my Christmas tree. And the first thing I want to tell you is, if you saw my tour last year, I was sent a Christmas tree to review and use last year, which I loved. It was beautiful. I had no problem with it, except for the fact it was too big for my space. You see my cords over here. There's a cord. There's my playing cards because we play cards. But my space it was just too big. And we hosted Thanksgiving this year. And I always decorate for Christmas before Thanksgiving. I know, controversial, right? But I just couldn't have that huge tree because we actually set up a table in the living room for food. So we went back to the smaller tree. So here's the deal with it. I got it at Walmart. It's the same tree we've had for years. It's the one we love, the flocked tree that's like $169. The thing is, this year they've changed a little bit. So before you go buy it, I want you to know this. It was a little harder to fluff. You see this strand here, which is normally metal, and they bend and they stay where you bend them. Well, watch this. When I bend this guy, he just kind of comes right back, and we struggled a little bit fluffing him. So he is a little different, and I want you to know that before you pick him up. Just be prepared for that. But it's a beautiful tree. Absolutely beautiful. And notice this. No ribbon, no bows, no picks. I didn't even go crazy with the picks at the top of the hat. If you watch previous years, you'll know what I'm talking about. I went super simple this year. It doesn't look simple. Like my mother-in-law was like, you did not go simple. You told me you did very little. For me, I did. I didn't do much work. I just placed items. So there's that. And I want to show you one important ornament this year. And it's this one. We got this when we went to Helen, Georgia for vacation. When I was hanging it up, the ribbon came out and I just stuck it there. I thought it works. But this is our it's a wood ornament. It's really cute. It's etched. And I thought it was adorable. And it's got everybody's name on it. So you can see that Vince and I now go by Pops and Grams. That's our names. And there's everybody else on the ornament. So now let's look at the fireplace. I love the fireplace from here down. I'm not a big fan of, I never loved my fireplace, mostly because the TV sits on the fireplace and we could mount it, but we never intended for this TV to stay here forever. It was actually not the intention for this to have this TV like this. So it's just sitting on the fireplace until we got ready to move it. And now all these years later, it's still sitting on the fireplace. So I don't love it, but I work around it. So up here, you'll see that I decided this year to put my snow globes on candlesticks. And these are lighted Christmas trees that I got from Dollar General last year. And I was just real careful to take all the batteries out when I put my stuff away so that I could use them again year after year. Because if you leave batteries in when you put your things away, they'll corrode and then it can mess up the batteries or mess up the candles. So that's what those are. They came in a set of 2 from Dollar General last year. These picks I love. This came from Hobby Lobby. I'll take it out and show you. It came from Hobby Lobby, and it had this rusty bell and this buffalo check and pine cones. And buffalo check's kind of my thing this year. I really love it. I really loved it last year, but I didn't end up adding any to the house last year, and this year I did. Sorry about that. That's the alarm. The boys keep coming in and out. We live here, guys, so that may happen. But someone opened the door so you can hear it. This garland I bought for Easter, and I said it was sage. And the reason I said it was sage is because the packaging that it came in said a sage garland. Well, when I showed it, I think it was in the fall when I showed this one, a lot of people told me that it's actually lamb's ear. I don't know. I think I just went by what the package said, but it does kind of look like a larger leaf than maybe sage. But that came from Hobby Lobby. And let's keep going down here to the other end. You can see the same thing. There's some more snow globes. Josh used to collect snow globes every year. We've skipped a couple years, just not meaning to. We just haven't picked any up in a couple years. So the ones I have are on display. This piece, the pointy piece, it's a mantle scarf. I got this at the Christmas Village a long, long, long time ago, like years ago. And every one of the points used to have these tassels on it like this, but they kind of felt dated to me. So I took the tassels off, but I kept them in case I ever wanted to put them back. But that little piece you can flip over. You can see it's got the kind of, is that damask on the inside and then the stripe on the outside. And this year I went for stripe. And I've changed it up year after year, but I really like the stripe for kind of the look I'm going this year. All right, these guys. They're so funny. These are my snowmen in bathtubs. They're really not in bathtubs, but if you saw my fall home tour, you'll know I bought these planters, these metal planters to put in front of the fireplace. And so this year when I was putting things out, I just stuck those snowmen in there to be funny. And Thomas was like, Maymay, they look like they're in bathtubs. So I thought that's hilarious. So I had these little lights that look like bubbles. To me, they look like bubbles. So I added those and I put a pillow behind them. I love putting pillows in here. I gotta tell you about these pillows too. Okay, you can barely see it there, but I put the pillow in and I threw in the little plaid poinsettia, which is from Hobby Lobby. I'm gonna tell you about the pillows in a second. This little truck is actually something that Thomas made at his school last year with the class he was in. And yes, that's a big tacky, what is that thing called? Command strip holder. It is what it is. Normally I have a wreath up there throughout the year, and so it hides it. And look, I just stuck it up there. That's just life. That's the way it is for me. I'm not a decorator. Like, this is not a showcase home. You know what I'm saying? Okay, I'm stopped making excuses for that. All right, this sleigh, though. I got this sleigh at an auction for like $30 years ago. I think this is the third or fourth year I've had it on at the fireplace. And this snowman, I need to tell you about the snowman. The 3 snowmen that I showed you here, the 2 in the tubs, and then this little guy, Thomas actually made those at his school. He didn't make everything, but the class he was in made them, and he did part of the work on a lot of the things. So I bought those last year. This little guy, I just stuck a little wreath on him. That same wreath's been on him for years. I love it. And that's just where he goes. This snowman hat is to hold cords. I tried a little bit. I don't normally try, but I just stuck the cords down in there. And from the other side of the room, you don't see them, but we're standing over it so you can see them. So there is that. Okay, let's talk about these pillowcases. This pillow in the middle, this weenie dog's name is Fraser, and this was a gift to me from Jackie, and I love it very, very much. She made that for me, and I think it's adorable. And this year I wanted to add buffalo check, so I went on Amazon. I tell you what, I will link everything I can link for you in the description below, but I went on Amazon, and these came in packs of 2. These are just pillow covers, okay? They came in packs of 2 for like $11.99. So I bought 2 sets of those because my couch came with pillows this size. So instead of putting those pillows away like I normally do, like in my closet or whatever, I just covered them with the pillowcases and I love them. The only thing is, on camera I can tell these are showing very black and white. In real life, they're slightly cream. So when you get them, I don't want you to be disappointed. They're slightly creamier colored than white, but they work. I love them. I actually ordered a buffalo check rug for here and it didn't come in. So there's some issue with a delivery service or something. We're waiting. All right, let's head back there and talk about what's back there. This guy right here is my sheriff snowman. I've had him for years. My friend Julie Mason gave him to me at a Christmas shower that was held for me years ago when we moved back home after our house fire. And I've had him forever and I love him. And he pretty much finds a place every year. And this year, that's his home. Now, this little guy right here, he is new to me this year. He is from what is Lakeside? I'll put a link to that store and to him. I love him. He stands up. He's so cute. He's got like little wood legs. He's adorable. You'll see a lot of stuff from Lakeside. I went shopping this year a little bit. All right. Full disclosure, I decided not to put a tree in my room this year. I know, what is wrong with me? I decided not to. I'll show you why in a second. But these trees, the white trees, the white and gold mercury glass, and this white tree here used to be in my room. That's what I had in there when I decorated my room for Christmas. This year I didn't. I did put some Christmas pillows on the bed, but that's it, nothing else. But I really like the white here because with me doing the buffalo check and kind of bringing the white into the decorating, I thought it was cool to put those in the middle. And I have had these forever. I cannot link you to these trees, and they're made out of like, you totally can make these. They're just like chipboard covered in glitter. There's nothing, look, there's nothing to them. But I bought them at a store called Cafco years and years and years ago. So I can't link you to those, but that's where they came from. This lantern came from Hobby Lobby. This is a Jim Shore Snowman that my mother got me. It's a music box. This is one of those Dollar General candles. This beautiful wooden bowl came from, let me think, I think Rustic Relics, one of the little antique shops here in town. I got it for my kitchen table, but I brought it out here this year to add a little country out here. The Noel sign and the Hope sign were Hobby Lobby a few years ago. That Santa sign was, that's I think a Bath and Body Works candle holder. There's another Jim Shore piece. I don't have a lot of Jim Shore, but what I do have, I just have the 2 pieces. And one of my candles died. I actually changed the batteries in it, but he won't come back on. So I may have to just turn the other one off too. Those candles are from Rustic Relics as well. If you're ever in Clayton, you need to shop there. It's a cute store. All right, let's go to the dining room. You will remember these lanterns. I did a video on how to do the toppers for these lanterns. I will link that for you guys below. They came from Decorator's Warehouse, which you know is my favorite place on earth. It is 60,000 square feet of Christmas. I'll link Decorators below for you guys too. I love these so much. The ribbon and everything came from there. The picks, I picked it all up while I was there, and I made these last year, or maybe 2 years ago now. I think 2 years ago now. Love them. All right, here's where we're going to start to see some new stuff, okay? So I have never liked this buffet and my mantle. I have never liked the way they're decorated. And I'm going to be 100% honest with you. I don't love it this year either. But I think if I keep going in the years to come, I will like this. But this is where I landed this year. And I'm going to stop with it like this. So I purchased this Buffalo Tech table runner from Hobby Lobby before the fall, before autumn. They had this on like 50% off or something. And I knew I wanted to do Buffalo Tech, so I went ahead and picked it up. These little trees are some that Thomas's class made last year. Again, I bought like every little tree they had. They were so cute. You probably saw those in my home tour last year. This little guy came from Lakeside again. So I ordered this from Lakeside. It's adorable. They're so affordable too. Like, by the way, this video is not sponsored by anybody. I just love shopping there. And their Christmas stuff is really cute. So I thought that was adorable. This stand that it's on, I picked up at Rustic Relics a while back, and I use it for everything. You probably saw it in the fall tour also, but not sitting here. I had it somewhere else. This Christmas tree was actually a tree I got from a Dirty Santa party. I think Amanda brought this. I think this was one of Amanda's gifts for one of the parties we did at work last year, and I loved it. I got that guy there. These trees came from Lakeside as well. I love these trees. I love the plaid. I think it's so pretty. You could totally do this with chipboard, by the way. This is just nothing fancy. You could do that. These guys came from Lakeside. I'm really into the corrugated tin, as you can tell. And this guy came from Lakeside. Almost this whole table is from Lakeside. And again, I have those little Christmas trees that Thomas and his class made. Now, these also came from Lakeside, and they actually say joy. I'm too close probably for you to see it. I'll back up in a second. And they have a Christmas tree. Let me back up so you can see them. There's a good shot. So they say joy, and they have some flameless candles in them, and they also came from Lakeside. I went crazy on the Lakeside website, but I'm real happy with what I got, and I didn't spend a fortune. It was not bad at all. So that is the buffet. All right. This little guy right here, which is so cute, this little tree, is one that Thomas and his class made. I'm telling you, I bought everything that they did. I fell in love with it. And it was so affordable, and it was for a good cause, so I snatched it up. He's not going to stay here all season. I haven't decided where he's going to live for good. But like I told y'all, we just had family come for Thanksgiving, and I didn't know what to do with him yet, so I just stuck him there for now, just so he wouldn't end up back in the basement so I could use him. Here's my bedroom tree. This is the tree that would normally be in my room, but I decided to bring it out here, put a little stand on it, and put it in this corner because I love a tree in this corner. So maybe next year I'll invest in another tree for my room, but for this year I'm happy with that being out here. And there's zero decorations, by the way. I'll link this for you guys. This is a tree from QVC last year. Or 2 years ago, last year, I think. And I think it's what they call their bow and go tree, where you don't do anything but put a bow on it. Well, I didn't put anything on it because I just love it. Let me get up close and show you the glitter, which, Maymay got a glitter tree. Can you see that glitter? Yeah, you can. Look at that. So pretty. And this might be the Valerie Parhill tree. I'll try to link it for you guys. It's just shimmery and beautiful. Love it. All right, let's go to the dining room table. I'm in love with my dining room table centerpiece this year. I have never loved it. How crazy is this? I've never been like, oh, that's perfect. I've never had it just like I like it. And this year, I really, really like it. And I even filmed a clip to show you guys me putting this together. So if you want to see how it all came together, I will have that clip for you guys to see. I guess we'll do that here. We'll put a little music on and let you watch me put it together. So now you saw how I put it together. Let me tell you where everything came from. So you probably recognize the trees and the deer from Hobby Lobby. I bought 2 deer and the 3 trees. And listen, I saw them last year and I was like, oh, I want those deer. I'll pick them up later. I'll pick them up later. But when I went to get them, they were out of them in store and online. So I missed out last year. So Vince and I were walking around Hobby Lobby this year. And I said, I'm not missing out on these. And I took them straight off the stand and put them in my buggy right away because I knew I wanted them. These little lanterns are actually ornaments that I picked up from Walmart a couple years ago, or at least last year, to use for something else. And then I thought they looked good with the plaid tablecloth. This little guy came from Hobby Lobby, and these did too. These are picks that I just stuck down in there. Look, I'll try to take them out. I don't know if it'll work because I have them crammed in there pretty good. See that? They're just little picks that I just stuck in like that. And I know this guy, right? He is a lantern. Let me turn him around so you can see him all the way around. He's one-sided. He's a little fireplace lantern, and you guessed it, he came from Lakeside. I fell in love with that lantern, and I thought I would love to have it on my dining room table to kind of bring the fireplace into the dining room. It's so cool. All right. These little candles, I don't remember where I got them. I've got 2 of them, this one and that one. The tablecloth is from Hobby Lobby this year, and this, guys, is a faux fur. See it? Faux fur table runner from Hobby Lobby. They had a white one, and I thought this sleigh, which is also from Hobby Lobby, would look beautiful on the white, but Vince said, no, you have to put it on the black. And at first I was like, I don't think so. And then he said, put it down, let me show you, and he was right. And you may not agree with him, but I think the black fur on this plaid table is so pretty. It reminds me of like an English coat. You know the coats that have like the black fur collars and the black sleeves and then the little muff. It's just so cute. I love the look of it. So he did a good job. So that is the dining room table. Now onto the bar, the kitchen bar. This is, there's snow falling out, which has been happening and I knew was going to happen. We'll let it go. This you've seen in other places before, and I've changed it up and changed it up. What I did this year, I normally have this big globe on this red plate, but that's my redrumming cake stand that's really tall, and I thought it was so pretty because it was up higher to put that big globe. I got that little church at Michael's a few years ago, and I just literally put the church on the stand, put some fake snow around it, and sit that globe on top. That globe is like a goldfish bowl I also got at Michael's. I have a tutorial on that. I'll link those videos below too because I think I did a tutorial showing you how to make these. And I just use ornaments. Those are little ornaments and a little fake snow, and I just put them in here to make little villages, and I love them. I think they're pretty. I put them on the end of my bar. You can see they're on the end of the bar, and I just think they really kind of, weight that end of the bar and make it look real pretty. All right. This little guy right here is from Bath & Body Works a few years ago. My mother-in-law got me this, and it houses my one candle that I use. And guys, now in the fall, I use the candle called Leaves from Bath & Body Works. At Christmas, I use this candle. I got this from Decorator's Warehouse. I do not know where else you can buy it from, but I will look and see if I can find it because Decorators doesn't ship, but I'll see if I can find it somewhere for you guys to get it. It's amazing. It smells like blue spruce. Let me smell it. Ugh. It's the best smell in the world. It also reminds me of Decorators because it smells like Decorators. And I'm a person who likes to keep a candle in something. We had a house fire. It wasn't from a candle, but I still get nervous, and I like to keep it in something so I can keep it kind of contained. This tree though, y'all. So I got this tree for my husband Vince because my grandparents did ceramics and my grandmother made trees just like this. And a lot of my aunts have these trees that she had made, but no, I didn't have one myself. So I found a place at the Christmas village that I attend every year and they make them. And for a surprise for my anniversary a few years ago, Vince got me this tree, which I adore. Beautiful ceramic tree. So pretty. My grandmother made them in all different colors. And one thing, I think I've told her this before, she used a lot of white glaze. So she might make a tree like this and glaze it in white and then use little bluebirds or red birds on it. So pretty. There's my ceramic tree. Okay, these guys, I have to tell you about these. So these candles are the nativity scene. I love them. Let me come around where you can see them better. I'm standing on my stairs, so I'm being very careful. These candles came from Lakeside. Now, I'm going to tell you something. They are not expensive, and they do not feel expensive, but I love the look of them, how they show off the nativity scene like this, and they were super, super cheap. I'm just going to be honest. They have this metal stand. I'll get up close and show you. So look, it's like this plasticky, very plasticky candle. This is kind of in the product. It's not like a sticker. It's actually in there. And then this is the little stand that comes with it. You have two that are palm trees and then one that is the stable. And I just love them so much. And they're battery operated. So pretty. And I love them right there. This is Roger. You guys have seen Roger before. He lives here year round. He never leaves this spot. So that is my snowman Roger. Now to my kitchen table. And I did film a clip of me putting this together so you guys can see me do that as well. These things are mostly new. Yeah, mostly new. The table runner is not new. You guys would have seen this from years ago. I've had it on every table in the house. I love this one. It's kind of a canvas. It says Merry Christmas in black here, and it was from Hobby Lobby years ago. This garland I fell in love with. This is from Dollar General, and it was like $3 or $5 a strand. I bought a couple of these. I put this one here, and I haven't got the other ones where they go yet, but I love how this looks. And it's kind of like a poinsettia on a twine with some cinnamon or some sticks. It's just really cute. I love it. This little guy came from, I don't remember, Dollar General. That's right. Let's look. I bet there's a price tag. Yep, Dollar General for $3. That's where that came from. It says home, and it's got some plaid. These candles, they are faux candles. Look. They're faux, and they're in this metal. They are gorgeous. They are bigger than I expected, and they came from Lakeside. I placed one big Lakeside order, you can tell, but these are incredible, and they weigh nothing. So if you wanted to put them like on the top of your kitchen cabinets or something, they'd be so easy, and you wouldn't have to worry about them tipping over. They're good and flat on the bottom. Love them. They are not timers. That matters. They don't have timers. They're just an on and off switch, but if you remember to turn them on when you come in and go out, you're in good shape. These guys are from Dollar General. Look at this. $2 at Dollar General. I love them. And then I have two sets of salt and pepper shakers because, again, we just had Thanksgiving. I was telling you guys we have those out here too. So now the kitchen is where we'll go next. So in my kitchen, I didn't do a whole lot because we are really using the kitchen so much more this year than I normally do. And plus we have a wedding coming up. I'm using all my excuses, right? But I did want something for my little coffee pot because I like to have kind of some cozy stuff out. This is totally from my mom. My mom puts out cozy coffee setting, and that's what I did too. So I found these at Dollar General. How cute is this? Have a holly jolly Christmas. They were $2 each. I bought 4 of them. I put 2 on the top of this little box turned sideways. And one is over here to hold plastic spoons because this is when the family was here this week. We had those. And then I have my cinnamon and my honey. And I actually bought this for Josh. I haven't tried it, but he likes vanilla things. So I just thought I'd sit it here to remind him that we have it. 2 different coffees in there. And I just thought this was cute. This is one of those little it's battery operated too, but don't have a battery in it. It's one of those little ones from Walmart that are just like little village things. And then this is where I keep my spoon. You can tell it's dirty. This is where I keep the one we use over and over again. And my Ninja. Love my Ninja. Here I have some copper canisters, which I fell in love with and had to have. And then this area kind of gets I don't really love it. Let me show you. I'm not a big fan of this, but I got this beautiful piece at Decorators last year, and I just wanted to put it somewhere. And it really works well on the counter because I still have all this counter space to work on, but I still have Christmas kind of pushed up against the wall. So it's there. Those are flameless candles. This, my daughter-in-law Samantha made me years ago, and I love it. It goes right. I try to keep it in my kitchen because I like light under my counters. All right, so Samantha made that. Taylor, my future daughter-in-law, made banana bread. That's what this is sitting here for us. That little snowman was a gift to me from someone years and years ago. I can't remember who. I think someone I went to church with. And that's really it. Oh, no, that's not it. Let me show you up here. So we put Christmas things at the top of the cabinet. We kind of take some regular things down and then add some things to it. So I just have some Santas and snowmen and little buckets and little trinkets up there. I just think they're cute. And honestly, the greenery that's up there stays there all year long. I never take that down. So we just kind of remove some items and put up some Christmas stuff. And that is it, guys. I'll show you the living room from the kitchen so you can see this view that I have most of the time. There it is. And that's Christmas 2018 at Maymay's house. Very simple. I bet you think it's not, but I promise you it is. If you don't believe me, watch my old home tours where I used to do so much. And I do so much less now than I used to. But I love it. It's warm, it's cozy, and it's time for me to go turn on Lifetime and sit down and watch a movie. Hey, thanks for coming to my house for Christmas in 2018, and I will see you again real soon. Bye-bye.